Hey people, CzarThwomp here, and welcome to episode 4 of Crash Bandicoot Wrath of Cortex. Last time, we completed the remaining levels in the second hub world, and attempted to take on the second boss, which consists of Crunch becoming watery, and essentially becoming Entropy, who I thought was going to be the easiest boss. But we ended up dying a bunch of times, and then the game froze. Anyway, speaking of which, hopefully I've managed to resolve the issue of the game freezing. I've configured a few settings, and hopefully things should be a lot more stable. But I am going to be saving after every level just to be on the safe side.
Get over here, you little orange sponge!
Wait, we already saw that! Why am I doing this again? Yeah, we gotta see Wawa calling Crash an orange sponge. It is pivotal to the Crash Bandicoot canon. Okay, let's see if we can actually do this. 66 lives, and watch how the game freezes now. Okay, first hit. No! I spun him! You saw me! I spun his ass! There! Yeah, the thing is that the platforms are just so skinny, where it's not a hard fight inherently. It's not. Come on. That's what I mean. We're basically, you gotta be precise. Now watch how it's like, you didn't die enough times with the Aku Aku to trigger. There. Pure away. Okay, there. And boom, okay. Okay, final hit. There, double jump. 2 minutes. 2 minutes. And now we can now double jump. Thankfully, the double jump is actually a lot better in this game than it is in the Insane Trilogy, believe it or not. Yeah, they made it where the long jump is really wonky to use, same with the high jump, but the double jump, surprisingly smooth.
You are making a mockery of me in front of my minions! Not only have you defeated the elemental masks, but you are still collecting those worthless crystals! Well, you've gotten this far. And this is as far as you're gonna get. Pyro, the fire elemental, will see to that.
Oh, Cortex, come on! I don't need some flaming mask to help me. I can take Crash on by myself!
Crunch, you will do as I say. You and Pyro will vanquish Crash and his annoying friends.
Yeah, the one thing is, it's kind of odd how they decided to make Pyro the third elemental that you fight, even though he's technically the leader of the bunch. But anyways, we have the gauntlets. The need to save the game. I just realized I didn't save the game, but yeah. You don't have to... the double jump is actually not that precise, where in Crash 3 Warped, you essentially have to just wait until... you have to basically wait until Crash is at the height of his jump before you can really use the double jump. But in this game, you can just double jump whenever, really, and it's great. Anyways, let's save the game, because God help me, the game is going to crash on me if I don't save the game frequently. It will. You know it. Anyways, we have the Gauntlet, Tsunami, Smokey, and the Bandicoot. We'll do Smokey and the Bandicoot next, because it's a relatively easy vehicle of all things considered.
I realize my brethren have had some trouble with you, my little orange friend, but I'm not quite sure why. Is it getting hot in here? Is it safe to be wearing that fur? It looks flammable!
Okay, anyways, let's go. Anyways, hope you like Mario Kart, because this is basically just discount Mario Kart right here. Yeah, Crash Team Racing, just revolutionary in terms of just essentially standing toe-to-toe with Mario Kart. But then you get this game where it's like, okay, here we get the real wacky race vibes. Anyways, for this one, we are actually not going to be winning this. You know why? Because you can go as slow as you want. and it's not going to impact you. It's not like the motorcycle levels in Crash Warped, where basically where the second you lose is the second the level ends. No. In this game, you can go as slow as you want, basically. You can go as slow as you want. As long as basically you don't reach the finish line, you don't lose. So yeah, we can just focus entirely on getting all 34 boxes here. Warp room, yes, abandon the level. Yeah, but really, it is kind of funny, though, basically, how Mark Hamill really went with a whole toned-down Joker vibe when it came to Pyro, because really, just some moments you could imagine just the Joker saying, especially that fur coat is flammable bit. Though it gets really wild, though, just when it comes to the Watcher from Darksiders, which will hopefully be covering in the future. Yes, those, speaking of which, just playthroughs and the like. I have to apologize for how I was in the first 3 episodes. I was just in a very volatile state. I really wasn't in a good mood. I wasn't in a good place. I was just really distraught. And as such, I'm not going to be giving up doing playthroughs. I'm not giving up doing playthroughs. Just, you don't have to lose sleep over that. Basically, though I will be taking a little break. After this playthrough, I will be taking a little break. It's not going to be like some major thing. Well, into the pit we go. What the hell happened to Crash's eyes? It looks like he's got the worst case of pink eye. Just the fact that his eyelids are not fully rendered over his eyes. It looks like the fungus has taken him. But even when you're going insanely slow with this track, there's a chance that you will miss out on the boxes and you can't turn around. It's like the motorcycle levels. So the thing is that with this buggy, this is the second example of just a hit or miss level. There's that dragonfly that you have to shoot the battleships down with, and then there's this vehicle, which basically which moves like it's on ice. Seriously, you move slowly and it slides a little. While the music corrupts. Okay, there. Let's see if we can get the 10th box this time, not slide past it. Yeah, and the music is slowing down too. Not even the music wants to move fast in this level. Just the instability of it all. Okay, good. There we are. 13 boxes collected. Why would they have arrow boxes here? You're not bouncing. Just put the regular boxes. You know I mean, I'm not thinking that this is some horrendous thing where it's like, oh my gosh, I put arrow boxes there. Sin. No, it's more of a decision of confusion where basically it's one thing when they're just putting plain boxes and question mark boxes down, same with life boxes. But when they're putting down just the spring boxes, it's a little weird because those boxes are pretty much just for just bouncing, you know? They're more mobility. They're less box and more mobility. Okay, we can at least earn back our lives that we've lost to that whole boss failure. Though, funnily enough, if you consider just the reset that I had to do after the game froze. Okay, moment of truth. Can we get this box? No! Down the hole. This is gonna be the level, isn't it? This is the episode. Let's try to get boxes with the whole wacky race crew here. Okay. This is what I mean, where you're like, oh, I want to get the box, and then you slide past it. That futile slide. You can't rush this level. You just cannot. If you rush this level, it's gonna be an absolute pain in the ass. You gotta go over the turbo pad. You can't even move on it. You have to just inch on it, so that way you don't miss out on the boxes there. And no, I am not cutting this. Because if I'm suffering with this, you're suffering with this. It's the indication about what we're all dealing with. Now, it's one thing when I'm basically doing something that gives absolutely zero value for you to see, such as me grinding for money in Earthbound to get the T-Rex badge, or other such activities, or basically grinding for levels in a Pokemon game. It's nothing like that. We're basically where that would just be pure tedium. With this is an experience. This is an experience that you have to know if you're thinking about playing Crash Bandicoot Wrath of Cortex. Because yeah, it's one thing if you just cut the footage of, oh, I broke the boxes. Now, granted, there is going to be a little bit of a difference when it comes to the bonus levels. Because basically, when it comes to the bonus levels, basically, this game, yes, is going to have a secret hub like in Crash Bandicoot 3. However, and this is the big however, I am not going to be... I'm not going to basically be doing time trials for this game, though I will try to get the gems. I will try to get the gems in the secret levels, though I do have an out for not getting the gems. Don't worry, it's all part of the playthrough. Okay, let's see if we can actually get this. Come on, let's see if we can get box 24. Okay. Moment of truth here. Yes, okay, we got it. We got it. Okay. 25. 9 boxes left. 9 boxes. Yeah, meanwhile, the bosses from Crash 3, they're just having a conniption. What the hell is Crash? I'm getting sand in scented places that should not have sand in them. But still, this would be a nice area for a town. Sure, there's sand, but I mean, it's quaint. It's scenic. You feel secure here. No, we are not touching the pad. Okay. 3 more boxes after this next section. Just 3 more boxes. Okay, and there's 2 of them. Right there. Okay. Yeah, nice of our competition to just sit there waiting for us. Okay. Okay, let's not fail at the last box. There we go. Now we can just do it. Wait, why are they just twisting the wheel? I guess they went so deranged from waiting that basically they just lost their minds. Even Entropy's doing it. Just Entropy who's the calm and collected one. Now I can imagine Tiny and I can imagine Engine doing that sort of thing. I mean, that's in their general nature, you know? And maybe Dingo Doll. Maybe Dingo Doll just for the sake of amusing himself. But Entropy, I could not imagine do that. I could imagine just Entropy just walking away. Entropy would just quit. Okay, but anyways, let's do this level for real this time. 3, 2, 1. Okay, this time we're actually going to move as fast as we can. Watch how we kill the boxes perfectly. I didn't have to go slow. Come on, let's ram Tiny off the level. Okay, we're being Engine, who you'd think would be the speed demon of the bunch. Okay. Huh, already in second. But then again, knowing Entropy, he's even faster considering that basically you only unlock him for getting all of the time boxes in any Crash racing game. Yeah, you get Entropy. Yeah, if you want Entropy, you gotta work for Entropy by beating his ghosts and just being absolute mad with the time trials. But yeah, if you aren't going for boxes, this is actually not that bad of a level. Yeah, as I say before, almost careening off the ledge. Okay, there we go. Hey, better than that Dragonfly level. Oh my gosh, just that Dragonfly. That thing was the bane of my existence back in the day, where I could not beat that level for the life of me because they never explained the controls of how it worked, and you're getting bombarded. Okay, anyways, Fahrenheit Frenzy, Eskimo Roll, Tsunami with Coco. Let's go Eskimo Roll. Let's do an Atlas Ball level. And now I'm really risking it. I'm really risking things because I forgot to save the game. Okay, well, if things go wrong, it's all me. Anyways, I'm not a big fan of the whole zoom out because this reminds me of Mario 64 trying to get those 8 red coins, you know? Trying to get those 8 red coins on the invisibility cap slide. The invisibility cap stage. But you know what? The soundtrack here reminds me a lot of the Cat in the Hat PS2 movie game. It's really weird. It just gives off those vibes. Okay. Anyways, no, not into the hole, not into the hole. Anyways, this is the first level that basically really just showcases just how the bosses have declined. Where the bosses from Crash 3, their main role in this game, roadblocks. Roadblocks and just villains of the week. We're basically Tiny just trying to block your path. Tiny is essentially the same role as a penguin. So the only difference is that the penguin can actually kill you, unlike Tiny, who basically just blocks you. That is seriously all Tiny can do. Granted, the other bosses do more than that, but basically, well, it definitely does feel like a downward decline for them. Because they're just how they were shown to be relatively capable fighters in the right circumstances. Okay. Yeah, we got water. Just Cortex's thing. I'm going to harvest water from the snow. Anyways, let's just not go down there. Yeah, but really, I can only imagine just what the discussion between the bosses were like when Cortex ordered them on this level. Just Entropy's just protesting. No, we are not going to be roadblocks. Do you know my qualifications? I think I am more worthy of just doing. I think I'm worth more than just blasting projectiles down at my enemies. Cortex, you're going to stand there, Entropy. Can't just give him the Elmer Fudd laugh. Okay, anyways, let's grab this. Boom. Go, Crash. Up the hill, up the hill. Thank you. Thought I was going to have to sacrifice Crash to the void. Okay. Yeah, is that... I think that may be Dingo Dial who's just blasting fire. It's Dingo Dial. I see the fire. Yeah, now, I can imagine Dingo Dial savoring this sort of role, where basically we're just blasting Crash with fire. Just nothing complex, just blast Crash with fire. Because Dingo Dial's that kind of guy where you would be satisfied with that sort of thing. Not to mention just if he can actually hit Crash with his fire, because that fire's surprisingly fast. Okay. Anyways, let's try that again. This time with less dying. Though thankfully it's not that hard to get lives in this game. Given how every box gives more than one piece of Wumpa fruit. Where just the standard boxes themselves are the real saving grace of this game. Okay, but we're pretty much a fourth of the way done with the level. Okay, yeah, just don't touch the nitro. Okay, another 6. Yeah, but it is, though I have to admit, it is kind of interesting seeing the bosses outside of a boss arena, you know, just being in an everyday level. Okay, take that. Yeah, when I first saw this back in the day, it did definitely feel like a big event where it's like, whoa, there's Tiny! He's there! He's in the level! But then oh, Tiny's a roadblock. Okay, there we go. Let's grab that checkpoint. Yeah, too bad Dingo Dial doesn't realize, oh, hey, you can turn around. You know, though, speaking of the standard bosses, it would have been cool if instead of making it where Crunch is the boss in every level, have it where instead the elementals... Wait, you can actually smack the penguins out of the way with the Atlas Sphere. All these years I've been dodging them, but yet I could have just rammed into them? Yeah, you can ram into them! I'd never known that. But anyways, as I was saying, instead of having it where every boss was crunch, have it where basically the elementals, they team up with one of the 4 bosses from Crash 3 and basically just amplify themselves up. For example, have Rocco working with Tiny, have it where Pyro works with Dingodile, have it where Wawa is working with Entropy, where basically they're doing some sort of double attack. And then have it where just the last elemental, Lolo, basically teams up with Engine. You know? Okay, but anyways. Let's grab that. And you too. Don't go into the fire. Yeah, the main danger of this level is just going into those holes because it can be a little hard to differentiate them from basically just the little ruts in the road. Okay. No. Not gonna miss out on this. Not gonna miss out. Okay. But really, one thing I have to say is that even though this game does have its questionable moments in terms of level design, I will admit this. The music slaps. The music really does. Where basically, you listen to that music, it's like, whoa. This sounds great. Where I will casually listen to some of the songs in this game, from time to time. And it was nice of the game to give you little resting areas on these little platforms. Anyways, let's see where that platform is to get to that life box. Oh, okay. I was misreading things. I didn't realize that platform was moving there. Okay. There we go. Smack the box. Life number 70. Okay, for a second there I was a little nervous. I'm like, oh god, I'm getting flashbacks from the last week. Now, speaking of which, I think I may have, fingers crossed, knock on wood, I think I may have actually gotten that issue resolved. However, it did result at a price where, well, I had to basically delete, I had to uninstall OBS, and I had to uninstall OBS off of my default computer. Okay, apparently that's turbo bad. I had to uninstall OBS off of my last computer and off my main computer, and then just reinstall it. So basically, it's gonna take some time to get basically all my different things up and running, particularly for my my DS as well as my GBA emulators. But hey, as long as things are working, I can work around it. Anyways, Entropy, he's a lot easier to deal with than Dingodile, because Entropy, his main thing, he launches a projectile. That is seriously it. He's not launching a bunch of rapid fire ones. He's just standing there. Entropy's not paid enough to do this. He's just doing the bare minimum. He's like, hey, you told me just to launch a projectile. You didn't say how many. You didn't say just how dedicated to the role I had to be. Come on, I wanted to roll up the hill. Okay. Anyways, we're almost done with this. Just 20 more boxes to go. And a good chunk of them are nitro crates. Yeah, we should be coming around the nitro switch pretty soon. I think we'll just have an engine section left. Okay. Just 2 boxes left. And there we are. Imagine if you got all the boxes only to miss out on the gem. Okay. Anyways, in we go. Okay, waiting. Fahrenheit Frenzy, Tsunami, the Gauntlet. Okay, we'll probably do the Gauntlet, and then we'll probably start things off with the Gauntlet. Okay, yeah, anyways. Let's save the game. Okay, perfect. And with that, I think that now would be a good time to end things off. Anyways, I really appreciate that you stuck around to watch this episode. You're a great viewer, and I hope you come back for the next one. If you like this video, like, subscribe, comment, share, do whatever that you want. With that, I'll see you next time. Bye.